because actually people just want to see something new, and people just want to be inspired, and they're more than happy to support you, even if they're not looking for perfection, they're just looking for authenticity anedi my belief. So yeah, so that's what's happening. Let me see, just wanted to check buy less promotions. ఇది ట్రై చేస్తున్నాం బాస్, బాగానే చేస్తున్నాం యాక్చువల్లీ, కొత్తగా చేస్తున్నాం ప్రమోషన్స్. బట్ యా, డెఫినెట్లీ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద స్కేల్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ మూవీ అండ్ ఆల్ దట్, కొంచెం ఇట్స్ నాట్ యాజ్ అ రెగ్యులర్ ఫార్మాట్ as we could think. But I think it did reach. Definitely we could have done more, no questions, but whatever we did has all been successful, and today I think people can yeah, I think people, I think, for example, there's a different way this movie has gone in. It's not, yeah, definitely ఒక పెద్ద ప్రీ రిలీజ్ ఈవెంట్, ఒక 10 ఇంటర్వ్యూలు, అలా అదే ఒక ఫార్మాట్ చేయాలి. మేబీ వి మిస్డ్ అవుట్ ఆన్ a few things, but just the idea of, for example, introducing characters, the trailer, the world introduce చేయడము, like even Ujji and Bhairava, BNB, all of those things are great, కదా. Like slowly makes you feel like you're part of that world. So I think that's a new kind of way we're trying to also see how marketing works. What's the most difficult part about making the film? The most difficult part about making the film, I mean, other than the obvious things, about the artwork is hard, CG is hard, getting the star cast and putting it together, all that is hard, correct? But I think the hardest thing for me was, or for all of us, was the time period. Like, you can have a passion and you can have one interest and intent to do something, and you can hold on to it. Okay, 1 year hold on cheyochu, okay, 1.5 years hold on cheyochu, ade passion toti. But very few people are tested that they have to hold on to that same passion and for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years. So to do justice and hold on to that thing for so long, and a perspective undali kada. Manam first నేను 2019 ఎప్పుడు రాసిన ఆ సీన్ కి ఎందుకు రాసాను ఆ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ అనేది 2024 ఇప్పుడు నేను ఫైనల్ కట్ చూస్తున్నప్పుడు ఐ స్టిల్ హ్యావ్ టు హ్యావ్ ఇట్, that interest, that perspective. So that is the challenge. I think very few filmmakers have to go through that basically. And yeah, so that's the thing. I think maybe obviously Rajmouli Garu had to do that because he had to hold on to that for so many years. I think Anji was one thing. I think so many people, so many years you have to hold on to that. So yeah, so alanti untai. Yeah, inkeenti edana question adutara, just, or wait, let me see. I just am thinking I should Takara song person, but that's definitely coming. I thought it would be fun for us to listen to more Kalki related, like the theme of Kalki and all that. Takara kuda vastundi, but it's something in the film. It's more light-hearted, and I think you'll see that next week. English language లో ఎందుకు రిలీజ్ చేయడం లేదు? I don't know. అంటే people are very used to watching movies with subtitles nowadays. And also, to be honest, I think at this point our timelines also didn't match. I think we really needed to get the ones that are our bigger markets to be done properly rather than do English thing. And just wanted to welcome Prabhas Garu onto this. Just because
Hi. Hi everyone.
గుడ్. ఎలా ఉన్నారు వాట్స్ హ్యాపెనింగ్?
Good, good. I think you're very tired, working very hard without sleep.
అయిపోయింది. ఫైనల్ డే ఆఫ్ నాన్ స్లీపింగ్ అయిపోయింది. రేపటి నుంచి స్లీప్.
I think you'll sleep for another 10 days. You didn't sleep
అదే.
properly for another 20 days. You didn't sleep.
యా 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 దట్స్ ద
You and
ఐడియా
your
దట్స్ ద ఐడియా
team.
ఇప్పుడు. యా ఐ జస్ట్ థాట్ ఇంకా అయిపోయింది బేసిక్లీ ఆఫ్టర్ 4-5 years. ఇప్పుడు సడన్లీ ఐ వాస్ ఫీలింగ్ వెరీ జాబ్లెస్ టుడే. లైక్ ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలంటే ఎవరికి పెద్ద అవసరం లేదు ప్రెసెంట్లీ. ఇప్పుడు పెద్ద డెసిషన్స్ ఏం
ఇంకా
చేసేది లేదు.
part 2
ఇప్పుడు
ఉంది
ఏం
sir.
చేద్దాం?
You have part 2. Take rest for 10 days and start working.
అదే అదే. అది అది అదొకటి. సో ఐ థాట్ ఊరికే హై చెప్దాం ఆన్ 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 ఇన్స్టా అని. హౌ వాజ్ ద ఈవెంట్ మన బాంబేలో? ఇట్ వాస్ క్రేజీ టు సీ
Yeah,
ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ గైస్ ఆన్ ద సేమ్ స్టేజ్.
exciting. For me also it's very exciting because Amitabh sir and Kamal sir on stage.
Added you onto this fans on one call.
Nice,
But
nice. Because you didn't come for promotions, at least now they can
yeah,
see
yeah,
you and me talking.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So someone wrote just now Timham voice and Timham voice. It's awesome.
Come
I have
boys.
to say, yeah, one thing అంటే ఇంకా ఆబ్వియస్లీ జనాలు చూస్తారు less than 12 hours లో, but I fully love your dubbing in this సినిమాలో. And you
You like,
pretty much took care, yeah, you pretty much took care of it almost on your own. And it's so good. And like, whoever has seen it also, no, they're just like so much natural energy. Because I'm always little scared of dubbing, like just in case scene లో ఉన్నది తక్కువ వస్తుందా ఎక్కువ వస్తుందా అని.
yeah, but you gave corrections and I did it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think the way you wrote the character, that's more
yeah,
exciting. That's why I could do better, I think. It's very
yeah, yeah.
exciting
So
the way
much
you
fun.
gave the variations for the character. Too many variations, I think. When first time
Yeah,
I ever did, like, it's like too many shades in the characters. Character, and that's
um,
exciting, funny, gray, something more. Because six,
in
seven
less
hours
than
they'll
24
watch
hours.
audience.
Yeah, yeah. In 12 hours they'll watch. In 12 hours they'll.
12,
Yeah,
12 hours.
12 hours అంటే ఫస్ట్ యూఎస్ షో పడుతుంది 12 hours లో.
Okay.
Be fun. Yeah. So that will be fun. ఇంకా I was just thinking, ante, do you still remember any scene from the first narration? Like, what is the
Yeah.
scene that you remember?
Your first narration is like, I'll remember for rest of my life because only 30% I could hear. Another 30% I asked my friends, what did he say? I didn't understand. Then again we need to sit and discuss. And I asked you like, sir, please can you say it a little loudly? I can't hear.
Uh,
But it was very exciting because it's a sci-fi, first time futuristic, and the
yeah.
canvas and my character and everything, which I think in three
Yeah.
narrations, third narration you told me properly.
Yeah. 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 And it developed like so much to be. అంటే ఫ్రమ్ నేను చెప్పిన ఫస్ట్ స్టోరీకి ఆఫ్టర్ యాజ్ వి షార్ట్ ఆఫ్టర్ వి డిస్కస్ సో మెనీ ఇన్పుట్స్ స్టోరీస్ బికమ్ సో మచ్ బిగర్ అండ్ మచ్
Yeah.
క్రెడిట్ గోస్ టు యా so much of the inputs that you have
The
also. And
way you
yeah,
designed
this is
also, like with Sangeetam Garu, the
yeah,
legendary director, and who did Pushpak and all, the greatest films with
yeah,
that director, and you work with youngest newcomers, which like maybe this is the first film for many people, many assistant ADs, everybody, and you, I don't know, the way you design you talk with the youngest, fresh minds and the greatest legend, and you made a film
But
that's
Sangeetam garu is the
extraordinary. I
youngest.
think the way you made it. I
Yeah.
feel it's very new way of thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But I think Sangeetam garu is still the most youngest of the lot.
Yeah,
And my age is
is. Yes, yes, yes.
he's,
He did the character. I
ఆయనకి
think I
ఇప్పుడు
shouldn't tell. In part 2 he comes, I think.
yeah, 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 yeah. He's fully అసలు ఆయనకి సార్ వి లవ్ యువర్ పుష్పక్ అండ్ ఆల్ దే 369 అంటే ఏముంటుంది ఆ సినిమాలో అంటాడు. లైక్ ఏం లేదు. సో హీఈస్ ఆల్వేస్ ఇన్స్పైరింగ్. హీఈస్ ఫన్. బట్ వన్ థింగ్ లైక్ when I got a little confidence in the movie సంగీతం గారితో ఒక I was trying at some point to do some sequel of Aditya 369. I was very excited and I said, sir, you direct, I'll be your co-director or writer or something. Or
Oh,
whatever, I'll be AD I'll become. We'll just make this film. I just want to make it happen. And Jeffrey, I was speaking to him and then Madhilo, he used to tell us some stories and all that. And he's never happy. He's never satisfied or
he's immediately like ఏంటి ఇది is very normal కదా అంటారు. Even Mahanatilo ఒక scene, the first scene, he
yeah.
had like a very small correction in that which made that scene so much better. So he's always never happy.
happy with the thing. He thinks it's very regular. So
Okay.
అలాంటిది I told him Kalki's script at some point ఎక్కడో విజయవాడ ఫంక్షన్ లో he came for something and ఊరికే మాట్లాడి సార్ ఇలా చేస్తున్నాము మీకు ఊరికే చెప్తాను అని చెప్పి ఒక లైన్ లాగా చెప్పాను. And I think for the first time he didn't say anything for 5 seconds.
Oh,
He didn't
Say anything for 5 seconds. I just patted my back or something and he said, okay, we'll do it.
oh, nice.
So I was like fully like, because I was expecting obviously some feedback like,
ఇలాంటిది అక్కడ చేశారు కదా హాలీవుడ్ కదా ఏదో చెప్తారు అనుకున్నా or we have to try something newer or some feedback will come కదా. So for the first time he didn't have a response of 5 seconds. I was like okay. So maybe they're on the right,
Something
we're
went
on the
wrong
right
with
track. They're wrong, they're right. Then I was like okay, we're on the right track. He's actually because otherwise he's always speaking immediately. He has something to say immediately.
Yeah. And you told me like, hey, the చాలా మంది చేశారు, you should try something else. You should try
Always.
something new. And ఒకటో రెండో scenes he was talking.
Always. He's always like that. He's amazing. Yeah. That is him. Yeah. And yeah, మన first time whenever we started, like it's very funny because when I even before I became an AD, I just worked in some production house. I did one small film course. I came back. I had some idea. It wasn't this idea. It wasn't this idea, but it was some version of one mythological thing which meets a present day world.
Okay.
And
It was not future then.
it అంటే అప్పుడు 2014 అని రాసుకున్నాం. దట్ వాస్ ఫ్యూచర్ ఫర్ 2007.
Okay. So it's 7 years future then. Now it is 700 years future. So you push 700 years forward, huh?
Yeah. Forward. కానీ అప్పుడు ఈ స్టోరీ కూడా కాదు. అంటే ఐ డోంట్ ఈవెన్ థింక్ ఇట్ వాజ్ భైరవ కూడా ఇలా లేడు. ఇట్ వాజంట్ ది స్టోరీ అట్ ఆల్, బట్ ఇట్ వాజ్ అ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్. ఇట్ వాజ్ లిటిల్ మైథాలజీ కనెక్షన్ ఉండే. And obviously మనం కొంచెం ఓవర్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ తోటి I just landed back in Hyderabad and I was working as an AD already. I think first cinema నేను మీకు తెలుసా, I was working as an AD and I was I was coordinating with CG for that company and I was so excited about this idea that I remember ఆ టైంలో I thought I can make it off. చేసేద్దాము ఏంటిది CG చేసేద్దాం సినిమా. And my only person that I could think of who could అదే దట్స్ అక్కడే వస్తున్నా. The only person I could think of at that point was you. It was you in 2007. So I don't know అప్పుడు బుజ్జిగాడు వచ్చిందా రాలేదా, I don't remember. 2008 or 2008. So for me I really thought 2008 వచ్చేసింది అది.
But maybe I don't know. Maybe I would have got excited or we would have done. I don't know.
Maybe. industry was a very different place అప్పుడు 2008 లో. బట్
Yeah.
then I remember this very clearly because నాకు ఎవరో కలిసాడు అనమాట ఎక్కడో some restaurant, and he told me that he knew you.
Okay.
నాకు ప్రభాస్ తెలుసు అంటే I remember following up with him for 1 month saying I want a narration అని.
Oh, you tried
ఆయన ఇక్కడ
for narration? Okay.
నరేషన్ కూడా
Okay.
లేదు, ఆయన లేడు, ఊరికెళ్ళారు, బిజీగా ఉన్నారు, సంథింగ్ I was following up constantly. I remember this.
Yeah.
So and it is the same version, అంటే అది ఏదో సీడ్ అనుకోండి, ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ the same story, but it
Yeah.
is so cool. It's so cool that like how many ever 10 years 10 or 15 years later,
Yeah.
we actually
It came
you
back to
actually
me.
agreed. Yeah, you agreed and believed in me to do this, which is great. Yeah,
It's very
always,
interesting the way you wanted me.
yeah, I know, it was amazing. And this was like a good 2008. I don't even know what movie you were doing then. I am a big fan of Bujigadu actually. I love Bujigadu
Yeah.
amongst your filmography. Like
Yeah.
Chhatrapati avanni baguntayi, Bahubali kuda, but
Yeah.
for me Bujigadu is like it's like the most fun I had watching you.
Yeah.
Even Mr. Perfect also, darling, avanni kuda baguntayi. Yeah, I like you being light-hearted actually,
Okay.
because
So that's why
I
you
think
gave the film lo Bhairava, you made it light, huh?
I made
And
it
I enjoyed
a bit
Bhairava a lot
fun.
because of that light heart.
Yeah, because I think in real also you are like that only. You just like to laugh,
Yeah.
or you like to have fun, and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
and everyone loves
Yeah.
the cutout, and everyone loves the korte, 10 మంది ఎగరడం, and that's all there. They
It's
love
all there in the film
love
anyway.
they love that. They love it, and that is what that's what people are going to come to the theater for. But what they love you for is the real underlying darling.
Darling.
That is what they want. I think even in Saho, naku there is
Yeah.
one moment Saho మీకు చెప్పా కదా,
Yeah, that
in
one
some
scene,
fight.
Varshalo Batlaratnava. You like that scene, the dialogue delivery.
I love it. That is my favorite part of Saho. Ante Sujit
Yeah.
will be angry about.
No,
But my favorite part of
Sujit
Saho is
style అది
yeah,
అక్కడ
yeah.
ఎటకారం అది సుజిత్ స్టైల్.
But yeah, full fight మధ్యలో casual గా you stop at this girl and be like, వర్షంలో బట్టలు ఆరేస్తున్నావు బంగారం. that is my that's the way I love to see you. I think like you're in your action space, but you are also just so
Yeah.
casual and not taking it seriously, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like directors like me in that humor and light-hearted,
Yeah,
because only few directors gave me that chance.
yeah,
Light thing. So
like
even
yeah.
I love Bujigad a lot. Always I tell in interviews I always tell Bujigad is my favorite. Chhatrapati.
Yeah.
Good. Definitely Bahubali.
Definitely Bahubali, and Bahubali lo kuda the Shivudu character kada, because he's
Yeah.
more light-hearted.
Yeah.
So that is definitely fun. And ఇంకా దాని తర్వాత I think it's ఈ సినిమాలో not just fun, but you allowed me to, and you just trusted me so much, because like even Bachchan sir was saying అనుకుంటా కదా ఇంటర్వ్యూలో he was saying that मैं प्रभास fans को हाथ जोड़ता हूँ because he hits you in the fight and all. It's like it's such a big thing. Such a big thing for him. Like he told me, not just then, so many times on shoot also he's saying, Nagi sir, like, what are you doing? And also,
But all
not
these
just
fans
him.
are Amitabh sir's fans before. My
The
fans.
original angry young man.
The original angry man, yes.
Yeah. That Amitabh sir also, so many times I say that Amitabh sir and you
The shoot is
yeah.
when like in the gaps, I get a little restless and I move my hips from left to right always. And I saw Amitabh sir doing it. I thought I called my sister and I said, "Wow, I could do something. I have one thing in common with Amitabh sir. I get restless and I move my legs. Wow, I thought like that's enough. My lifetime achievement."
నాకు one fun memory is మీరిద్దరు you were sitting, I think some shot was taking time or something, and both of you were sitting and discussing how you got injured on different shoots. He's saying నేను అక్కడ గుర్రం నుంచి పడిపోయాను, మీరు ఇక్కడ పడ్డాను, నా చేయి విరిగింది, నా కాలు. I was like, this is too good, like the biggest
Yeah.
stars of the country are talking about how they got injured in action.
Oh, that time action was much harder because they didn't have ropes. CGs were
Yeah,
not nothing. They didn't have CGs. So that time was very tough. Now it is. We have options. We have CGs. We have ropes.
yeah.
That time it was very difficult. And Amitabh sir used to do everything real mostly.
Everything real.
Very less do.
Everything real.
So it
Yeah.
was. I was telling him like, sir, how now? That time it was like you jumped off from the horses fell off, and it's all
Jumped off
live.
from building.
Now and all it is. That time actors, what they did, action and all was very tough. Nothing
Was
compared to now.
risky and real.
Yeah.
Risky and real.
Yeah.
So I was, and one more thing which he said, which ante నాకు maybe I was a little ignorant and అనుకోలేదు, but what he said was it's crazy that a big star of today's thing, like Telugu or Indian industry lo, you're pretty much the biggest star, and that person who's agreeing to get beaten up by me is not a regular thing. Who's agreeing to take a hit.
He's a legend. We are all actors.
Yeah, he's agreeing to take a
I'm
hit or
very
whatever.
happy.
Just think,
He can
no,
hit
to
me
think that
24/7. I'm
not,
fine.
yeah. He's saying he's like to agree that the film is bigger
Yeah.
than your persona, the whatever. Like kontamandi stars, like I mean, he's only telling me stories back in the day. Urke, if somebody even said some dialogue, like which affected stardom or something, they would not accept it. Or cheyesina. So alanti thing lo, now it's like amazing that you yeah, but that I think people already know about you. Like, you think about the story before everything else, and
Yeah,
maybe they don't know about you
story
also.
is only story and director. I always told is bigger than
Yeah,
any star because only
I-
those make stars. So we should
Yeah.
follow. And
Okay. I think what people don't fully know is how much you do that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Because that is fully what allowed this film to happen or come across like this. Because all of the actors, you were Bachchan sir or even Kamal sir, like all of you are
Kamal
such
sir.
big. Even Kamal sir, like it's so easy for Yeah, like for Kamal sir, it is like. అంటే ఆయనకి ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా
I think in the world, no one. I don't think so. In the world, no actor did so many variations like Kamal sir.
Yeah.
And I don't know. One is short, one is tall. In one film, he did 10 before. A father, old man, crippled man. I don't know. We can't even count. I think maybe he did some 500 different variations. I don't think so. Anyone could ever do in life. I think no one did and no one could never do. Can never do.
Fully an encyclopedia. And
Yeah.
అండ్ ఆయనకి ఒక లుక్ చేయాలంటే సినిమాలో లైక్ కమల్ సార్ మీ
Very
లుక్
hard for the
అంటే
directors and makeup and
ఆయనకి
it's
ఏం చెప్పాలో ఆయన
I
అన్ని
think you both spoke for 6 months for the look minimum
యా
or 1 year. I
వి
don't
వెంట్
know.
బ్యాక్ అండ్ ఫోర్త్ ఆయన ఒక ఐడియా చెప్తారు దెన్ హీ ఓన్లీ విల్ గెట్ బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ఐడియా
Yeah.
అండ్ దెన్ బికాస్ హీస్ డన్ సో మెనీ థింగ్స్ హీస్ డన్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్
Comedy.
ఆల్మోస్ట్
In one film, he did 10 characters. Imagine.
yeah. And for me, I was more scared, like more than Bachchan sir or you, I was more scared to show him, I think, the final look or CG. Because I mean,
Definitely.
ఆయన ఇప్పుడు ఏదన్నా it's not up to his mark or level అంటే ఇప్పుడు how do I handle it?
Yeah, even I was worried about for you because Kamal sir, what will you show? Amitabh sir also was worried, but immediately when I saw the look, everybody in the set we were clapping. So we thought, okay, sorted Amitabh sir, but even Deepika we were worried. Such a beautiful, gorgeous girl with tummy and all. I thought only Nagi you can think Deepika with her. stomach and God being born and all. It's like
Yeah,
very interesting. But Kamal sir, I was telling you,
yeah,
what will you do, Kamal sir? It's so hard. He did everything.
yeah.
And luckily, first time he's playing Batman, and like we are
Yeah.
lucky to have, and I think we are like super duper lucky. He doing
Super duper luck.
accepting this role, and whenever he
Avunu.
came, when I saw the whatever film I saw, whenever he came on screen, it was like so like fire, nuclear bomb, something I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he doesn't do much also. Ante manaki, like in
Yeah,
the movie, like unna in the scene, he won't do much, and suddenly that scene will become so.
wow.
Become his.
Kamal,
ఏదో చిన్నది చేస్తారో it will become his and it will become
Kamal
huge.
sir, Kamal Hassan, he came.
Kamal Hassan అంతే ఇంకా దానికి ఏం
This is
చేయలేము. ఓకే,
nothing for him. For
it is.
us, we'll get like
Yeah,
wow and all. For him, it is like just a walk,
yeah,
walking
yeah.
on the
I
shore.
remember. Yeah, yeah. I just have the opportunity to say action cut అంతే ఆయన చేసుకుంటారు.
Yeah. He's an
So good.
he's good with everything, not only acting,
He's
technique,
that's what everything
makeup,
music.
direction, the latest technology. He's everything.
Just such a thing to talk. I mean, I'll go to talk about the film or the character or the scene, and then suddenly akkad nunchi we talk about everything else, like history of cinema, ఇది ఆయన చేసిన roles, latest technology in China, and
Yeah.
everything. He's so up to date on everything,
Oh
and
God.
so it just, yeah, that is definitely one experience. And I don't know, until at the end of the day, just to have all of you guys, all four of you together in the movie is just something amazing that Vaijayanti movies and Swapna and
Yeah.
Priyanka pulled off,
And how
and
much the
we,
producers spent? Oh God. I got very worried many times. Like, this is the costliest budget, like the sets, the CGs,
yeah,
the star cast,
yeah,
the years it
the star
shot.
cast, all the star
What
cast
guts they should
at
have,
the
the
peak of their,
producers.
yeah, at the peak of their career, kada, all
Yeah,
the star cast also.
yeah,
Miru, you're at the peak. Deepika's just done the massive Padmavat. Kamal Hassan sir just did Vikram. Bachchan sir, like putting all of them in their peak
yeah.
of it together,
Yeah.
putting it
I
together.
think
And
we are all lucky to have them in this one
yeah. No,
film.
I think we can think sometimes. I don't know. And you'll think, yeah, we did you know, you'll think, yeah, everyone came for the story, or they came for the production house, they came for the movie anta anukuntam gani, but it's very rare that it comes together like this.
Hmm.
It has to be
It's
it
yeah,
has to be something written laga అనిపిస్తుంది. I don't know how
yeah.
much
Even I felt
it laga ఏదో I don't know, because yesterday when I was listening to that Kalki song, the theme that we released,
mm,
and it was one of those last things, like last month, Santosh decided to expand one RR into the song,
okay,
and then he sent me the thing. I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know if we need a full song. We have these two RR bits
yeah.
that are good. The background score, you put song Jayala. I wasn't sure. He was like, yeah, please try it out. And he sent me the thing. And then I was like, beautiful song. Let's do it anyway. Songs are always great and Jeppy. Then we spoke. Chandrabose sir took 1 day or something, or 2 days or something, and he came back with it. I was in the middle of dubbing,
Mm.
and he just sang the song, and you can't take credit for these things basically. It's just magical. It's just magical. Like it just came together. అంటే నేను ఆయనకి ఏదో చాలా ఎక్కువ చెప్పి కూర్చోబెట్టి చేశానంటే లేదు. నేను సంతోష్కి ఏదో పెద్ద కూర్చోబెట్టి ఇలా సాంగ్ చేస్తామని చెప్పానంటే లేదు. And did it come together in such a perfect time? And the song is something, especially this song, I feel it's something that will last beyond the movie. It's more than the movie కదా. ఒక 10 ఏళ్ళ తర్వాత కూడా people can listen to the Kalki theme and be inspired in their lowest of their times, when they're depressed or sad, or they're looking for some faith, or whatever it is. And a song like that has to be born until like yeah. So when I was just thinking and I was listening to that in all languages, Tamil is amazing, Hindi was amazing, Hindi was the first thing I heard, Telugu is amazing. So just listening to that, and the fact that we're making Kalki and this song just found a way to come out. It's not like we all tried to make it happen or something. This came out
and everybody loves it. Like past ఇంకా 24 hours కూడా అవ్వలేదు,
Yeah.
and people definitely feeling very. You can tell the difference, కదా. Like
Yeah.
people love the Diljit song. It was a full high. They really
Yeah.
liked it. But this
Yeah.
is it's touching them deeper.
Um, so I feel like that even for the movie, like I think cinema kuda, it just had to somehow happen the way it had to happen.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that was that. Anyway, that is what is your favorite song? My favorite song in cinema.
Yeah, I like that trailer on the song. That a lot. And this song also I heard it's very nice, emotional. Latest song
Ashwati.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Ashwati.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. And even this yesterday only I heard this first time. Because in bits and pieces I heard before, but yeah. So even this is very good.
మీకు ఒక ఆర్ఆర్ సాంగ్ సర్ప్రైజ్ ఉంటుంది క్లైమాక్స్ లో, సో దట్ విల్ బి యువర్ ఫేవరెట్ సాంగ్
Oh,
అనుకుంటా.
okay.
I hope I
Okay.
hope that will be your favorite
I'll
song.
watch in another three hours. I can't wait.
It'll
Time
be
is
yeah.
not
It'll be it's
passing.
my favorite. I think it's my favorite right now.
Wow.
But
There is-
it's come out well. I think. Let's see.
So
Yeah.
in the
That is.
end, you did something okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
In 3 hours, I'll watch and call you.
Yeah, yeah. That's one high. I think that should be good. Uh,
So
yeah,
that song you're not releasing or after a movie or what?
Post releasing the post release that will happen. I think. Yeah. I think US lo.
I think people are fully waiting, loving it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because it's bringing together like sci-fi and our world.
Mm.
So whatever today I saw some messages about how the bookings are in the US and all over the place. Just one massive until people want to see you like this. They're so excited to see you. They're so excited to see the star cast, and they're so excited to see this attempt because it is an attempt. We never did anything like this. So everyone's rooting for it. Like adoka positivity, which it's like. It's not like we hope it will be good kadu. We are with you and the messages. It's not like good luck for tomorrow kadu. You've got this alanti positive messages kada. It's like already decided that whatever happens, we are behind you type.
That's beautiful.
That feels like a new thing for me. Like, it feels like ఒక చిన్న ఏదో తప్పులు చేస్తామా ఏదో అలాంటి భయాలు ఉంటాయి. బట్ everyone is here saying we're behind you, boss. No, Jason, no, Jane, we're all behind you on a strength level.
That's very emotional. Even I saw people saying that, and even I got emotional.
Yeah, okay, chinna, it takes a lot for a hero and for a production house and everyone to do this.
That was emotional, definitely. 4-5 years tarvata.
Yeah. You worked 5 years for this film or 4 years?
అంటే full fledged గా from అయిపోయింది ఒక 4-5 years మధ్యలోనే అయిపోయింది.
Yeah, because the idea starts and slowly develops, and to come to me, it takes maybe 1 year or 1.5 year later you came to me.
Yeah. I remember also Mana journey we started just before COVID. I think before COVID took over the world. It was, and I definitely wanted you in the film. I was very sure that it had to be
First
pulled off.
narration, why you are so shy, or you're feeling uncomfortable, or you're not confident? You're like very soft when you're talking, and I was like, okay, sir, 1 second, who is this character coming out of the car? That is Bhairava. That is you. Okay, Bhairava is me. Okay, I got it.
I'm not. I think my skills.
Yeah, I don't think I'm nervous, Kadem. I don't know, maybe, but majorly I think my narration skills are pretty
bad until like a flow low. Until to build it up for me, it's all like trying to hit the marks in my head low in my marks. So so maybe it was little rush through him. I'm more useful at writing. I think
Okay.
I'll write and I can send. If you read, if you read it, then that will be more clear.
Yeah.
Narration is maybe I'm getting better.
No, now you're good. Now you're good.
Yeah, but What I definitely movie after. Obviously, you know me only from Mahanati.
Yeah.
So I was like, definitely your biggest fear will be how will this boy who did Mahanati or something full of action antunnadu, mythology antunnadu.
Yeah. So that we discussed. So you
Yeah,
like the way you explained, I'm fine after
yeah,
that. So the first
yeah,
Pennan garu narration when your first film,
yeah,
he told me you sat down on near his
yeah,
legs down properly, bachi patam వేసుకొని కూర్చొని you were narrating.
yeah.
He's like he didn't that time also definitely he didn't understand.
No,
I
no.
asked him what
Then I was fully
I told
scared.
him
Like
like I couldn't
Pednana,
understand first narration. What did you understand? He was like,
yeah,
yeah, I understood
yeah,
few parts, but I understood he's very smart and he used to say do with this director. He's very good. From the first
yeah, yeah,
film, he was always telling Nagi is very good director. He's going to be very big director. You should do a film with him. And he was telling watch every day. First watch it. You see that fellow. He's too good. And I was like, yeah, and all. Finally, you
finally I
gave
came.
the biggest film for me.
Pednan garu, I don't know if I was nervous when I came to you or not, but when I went to Krishnamurti garu, I was definitely nervous. And that was every first movie,
Yeah.
and అంటే and going to him is the biggest star. Going
Mm.
to him and narrating the story, I definitely fully nervous. I don't know what was happening. ఏదో స్టార్ట్ చేశాను ఆయన కోసం ఏదో చెప్పడం స్టోరీ. ఇంకా ఇది వర్కౌట్ కావట్లేదని చెప్పి ఇంకా కూర్చొని సార్ ఇది బేసిక్లీ కదా ఐ జస్ట్ సాట్ డౌన్. I said this is what the story is. ఇప్పుడు నేను కరెక్ట్లీ బికాస్ దిల్ బి యూస్ టు అ ప్రాపర్ నరేషన్ కదా, మంచి రైటర్లు మంచిగా యాక్టింగ్ చేసుకుంటూ చెప్తారు కదా స్టోరీ. మనం
జంప్లు సౌండ్లు
మనం
ఆర్ఆర్లు కెమెరా
అదే అదే సో అలా చెప్తారు. నేను ఇంకా సగం తెలుగు ఇంగ్లీష్ లో ఏదో ఏదో అలా చెప్పి ఇంకా ఐ వాజ్ ఫుల్లీ ప్యాక్ అయింది అప్పుడు. అండ్ I still remember I think uncle called, like that uncle called after the narration. He called Ashwin Gar after the narration and he said అది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత వచ్చాడు బాబు వచ్చాడు ఇది చెప్పాడు, ఏం సరిగ్గా అర్థం కాలేదు కానీ చేస్తాను సినిమా చేస్తాను, నచ్చాడు చేస్తాను సినిమా అన్నాడు అనుకుంటా. I liked him. I don't know what he said.
Loved you.
Yeah. Yeah. Then he fully enjoyed on sets. ఒక 2 రోజులు షూట్ చేసాం కానీ fully we had such a good time.
Yeah,
Such
you
a good
also
time.
wrote, his character is very beautiful in that. The way he talks, his walk, everything beautiful.
That whole shawl and that look and all was his idea only.
Okay.
అంటే నాకు ఇంకా was not very experienced also. ఏదో వెళ్ళాము మా as usual ఫస్ట్ టైమర్సే కదా మనం. ఫస్ట్ టైమర్ కాస్ట్యూమ్ డిజైనర్, ఫస్ట్ టైమర్ నేను, ఫస్ట్ టైమర్ ఏడి అందరు మేమే వెళ్ళాం. వెళ్ళి ఏదో చెప్తుంటే ఆయన ఇలా కాదు ఒక చూపి ఇలా ట్రై చేద్దాం అని చెప్పి ఆయన అవతారం నుంచో ఏదో ఒక రెఫరెన్స్ చూపించి ఇలా ఇస్తాం ఆ షాల్ ఇలా పట్టుకుంటా షాల్ అండ్ ఆల్. వాస్ లైక్ ఓ కూల్, ఓకే గ్రేట్, ఇట్స్ అమేజింగ్ టు గెట్ సో మచ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ నుంచి. And that look is still one of my favorite as well. So natural it looks on, sir. Yeah. Great. That is good. So that was that. Everyday Mahanati this was the. So
what
So
is
tell
me
me
feeling and
about Deepika. How did you convince her to such a beautiful lady, superstar, biggest superstar, to have a tummy and whatever? I thought she'll say what with the whole film with stomach and all. How did you convince her?
Deepika definitely ఒక 2-3 narrations to and fro we had. I think she really was. I think there were 2 things. I think the story definitely, but more than that, I think it was she loved Mahanati and she loved you. She wanted to work with you and Mahanati. So she's like, I'm going to work with Prabhas, who is
who's so cool, biggest superstar, and I'm going to work with a guy who made Mahanati, who seems to know what he's doing. So ఈ రెండు కలిపితే we can't go very wrong. ఏదో యాజ్ యూజువల్ ఏదో సగం సగం చెప్తున్నాడు కథ, బాగానే ఉందేమో. Let's see what we can do.
But with your narration skills, now you're good. But at that time, with your narration skills, how could you make Kamal sir, Amitabh Bachchan fall for you? What did you do? Chatapade on Jesara, black magic or something?
We did multiple narrations actually. Everyone multiple narrations, but they all. What I feel was more than I think they could find some basic core connect with the whole thing. ఒక కోర్ ఏదో ఒక సోల్ ఉంది, ఏదో ట్రై చేస్తున్నాడు బాబు, ఏదో ఒక సోల్ ఉంది లోపల. దేర్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ అండ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ దట్ హ్యాస్ టు హ్యాపెన్ ఇన్ ద స్టోరీ. So they took some time definitely to hear it again or to think about, whether they can really pull it off, because so many times we say so many things, but can you pull it off is a question that actors will obviously have. So I think at some point when they got confident, I think that was definitely, I think Kamal sir, I think I interviewed just Kamal sir was definitely the longest of the lot, because also he was he was doing, just coming out of Vikram and lead, not a villain bad guy typical Gaz Gani, but he took a while to chase him down. I think that's full. That took a while. But that's what we don't plan. We can try to plan these things, but if they have to happen, they happen. And there's so many other characters also, like for example, Mariam.
Vijay Devarkonda is there, Dulquer, thanks to all of them. I never thanked them. Oh, I shouldn't reveal. Oh, sorry.
Now it's now people will be happy to know that they're all there.
Oh, sorry, you should have told me before.
It's okay. Sagam Mandi already cut out
for all the superstars working in the film.
Yeah, now the confirmation is out. The confirmation is out there. So Vijay and Dulquer are graciously part of Kalki.
Thanks to Vijay, thanks to Dulquer. Like, really, thanks a lot. You made a film bigger.
Yeah.
So many people, definitely. And just the fact, even like that's what I'm saying. We had two other people in mind for example, Mariam's character.
And literally 1 day before the shoot, Shobna Garu, we just did one call. She was on it and she was on set the next day.
Yeah.
And she's everyone's favorite. If you ask any of the ADs or costume or anyone, everyone's favorite is Shobna. She's so natural and so much.
She's still so beautiful.
So beautiful. Just to see our Deepika and Shobna ma'am together was like one epic moment. We have, so many people, when she comes on to set, we have our gaffer. I think he's a big fan of Shobna ma'am. So Zoran unnadu kada. So Shobna ma'am set me unte, suddenly 2-3 extra lights and skimmers will come off. So you'll be fully trying to explain everything to her properly. So many fans here.
Okay.
So how was it like for you to work with a team of almost everybody newcomer? Was it okay? Did it frustrate you? Were you excited?
No, I like to work with new people, but it's mostly the directors should take all that, and you like that fresh minds. Yeah, for me, little, it's there, but we are used to it because actors and all. Anyway, a lot of people will take care, so I'm fine. Maybe it was hard for the Bollywood because they're super well planned. I don't know, but for me it was fine.
What is your favorite vehicle in the film?
Bujji is the favorite. And I like auto. You made a futuristic auto.
The
That
auto is
also I love.
good.
It's very cute and in many vehicles, all the vehicles, cars, bikes, I think everything that
Yeah,
Raya coming like flying. It's in the trailer also. That shot is
yeah.
from the handle
That
to
is,
bike and all. It's sexy shot. So
yeah.
yeah,
That
many
scene is
vehicles, but
good.
Buji, Buji is too cute.
Which is too cool, no? Yeah.
The second half, Kyra thing, that bike and all looks so good right now. Actually, I think
Yeah,
second
yeah,
half is going to be just so much action and it's
yeah.
just running
Second
the
half,
whole
whole
thing.
second half is
You know,
action, I think.
running,
Yeah,
just amazing. Something
yeah,
or the other is happening.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
whole second half, 80% is action. I feel.
yeah. Hey, ఇప్పుడే చెప్పేస్తా fans and anybody whoever ముందే
Bhairava is going to be coming into the film at the 20th minute or something. So
Okay.
don't be ready.
Yeah, yeah. Because the story is
It's a
big, we need to.
late
Yes.
కొంచెం లేట్ ఎంట్రీ లాగా అనిపించవచ్చు 20 or 22nd minute go prepared for that, but once that entry comes I will assure you అంత చెప్పలేను కానీ, but it will be one of his best entries ever that I would love. I will scream. I'm not even a screaming in theater type fellow, but I will shout when I see that entry.
Uh,
గుడ్.
nice.
సో కొంచెం లేట్ అవుతుంది, 22 minutes. చాలా క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారు, కథ ఉంది.
Yes.
సో సెట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఒక 22nd minute లో వస్తాడు
But
భైరవ
I
బుజ్జితో
think they
పాటు.
like the film style. Now I won't reveal anything because I don't know.
యా యా ఇప్పుడు
But yeah, I think they'll get excited with the opening of the film.
దే విల్, ఐ థింక్ సో, ఐ హోప్ సో టు. స్టార్ట్ వరల్డ్ బిల్డింగ్ అంతా సెట్ చేసుకొని బై ద టైమ్ యూ కమ్, ఐ ఐ ఐ థింక్ యుల్ గో హోమ్ విత్ భైరవ. ఐ థింక్ ఇప్పుడు ఎప్పుడు వస్తారు ఏంటి ఎవరు ఆ లెక్కలు కాకుండా వాట్ క్లారిటీ ఐ ఫీల్ ఇస్ యూ గో హోమ్ విత్ భైరవ బీయింగ్ ద మోస్ట్ లవ్డ్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఇన్ ద ఫిల్మ్. Like though we have, everyone else
Yes,
in this, one rainbow of star cast is there.
yeah.
Ante మీరు very kindly said that this is one of your favorite characters, Ani, but it's definitely my favorite character
No,
I've
it's my
written, because
favorite, I feel. Bahubali is
because
very different, but so many shades. Yeah, I think this is going to be my favorite, maybe.
because for me, like as a kid, like ఇప్పుడు నేను అంటే మన ఫ్యాన్స్ ఎప్పుడన్నా they love you, and family audience will love you. Everyone will. Mirchilo they love you here. Bahubali they love you here. Some people will like Bujjigadu. Some people will like Chhatrapati. All of that is there. All your characters are there. But for me, as a kid, like as a 10-year-old or 12-year-old, if I go and I'm in love with Bhairava, for me that is what I wanted. I want to love you as a child, basically. That means I love you
I
forever.
think
If
kids will
I love you, if I
like.
love you as a child, I love you
Forever, basically. So
Yeah,
that's for me. Bhairava is that he's so much so innocent in a way, and he's still a superhero, and
it's a mix of everything. He's the audience. He's like ఇప్పుడు పెద్ద ఫిలాసఫీలు పెట్టి మాట్లాడి కాకుండా ఇప్పుడు మనకెందుకురా అనే క్యారెక్టర్. ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకురా దట్స్ ద ఆడియన్స్, దట్స్ a real person కదా.
yeah,
So
yeah. And it's
that's
very
the real
interesting
thing.
the way you like. He's a superhero, funny.
Yeah, and still childlike and still innocent, like, yeah. So it's so it's fun.
Characters, so many shades. It's very, very
Yeah,
hard, I feel. That's why I think this might be my all-time favorite, maybe from now after tomorrow.
after tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. And so well, I mean, random అంటే ఇప్పుడు సంతోష్ ఉన్నాడు కదా, సంతోష్ is watching RR, and he just randomly he's
done so well, man. He's done such a good job. He never does like this before, gada antunnadu. Because Santosh fully Tamil.
Yeah.
He's only done Tamil films, gada. So for him, he only knows you from Bahubali or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, what? He's never done like this, huh? How did he agree to do like so happy, such a light-hearted, fun character?
Yeah.
And he's so excited. He loved your dubbing. I remember even Deepika said that, like
Okay.
in one of the narrations.
Yeah.
From the first narration, she said, "Oh my God! Like you're fully like just having a ball with this character. I thought you'll have more pressure
because you're having so much fun with this character. I thought you'll be pressure because Bahubali and Sao and huge action movie.
He's the funny guy in the whole film.
Yeah, it's so much like the audience, inka, that you just love him and you take him home, ante inka.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is, and Bujji is also like that. So Bujji is like your friend. So Bujji and Bhairava is like there's one trip.
Entertainment.
In andaru cinemas. Yeah.
Everybody has have some kind of deep emotions in the film. Only these two characters are light-hearted and
light-hearted. Yeah. Andaru, yeah. So that is something fun for sure. And I think by now people
Telugu, like Telugu edit Darling, Bujigad, all entertaining, Billa Ranga, everything. But other than Telugu, like Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam and all, they didn't watch. Maybe a few people did. But a lot of people didn't watch my funny side. So that
not
will
much.
be interesting for the audience. First time they're watching me.
Yeah, even in the North, also if anybody says Prabhas, they don't know you as Prabhas, they know you as Bahubali.
Yeah.
So that is, so for them to see this, it is even that first IPL ad and all, no, when people saw you, it was just so much good response from the North because they were just so happy to see you being a little, fun and casual, because otherwise it's always the macho man and He-Man sort of thing. So, So it was good. It was.
That's why I
I'm
did
very
film
excited.
Darling, because I want to change perception
Yeah.
of everyone. Like,
Yeah.
that's why
And
when I
super hit.
started Darling, everybody said like, "Why are you doing that? You're an action hero." That they're like, yeah, whatever. I should show them.
Yeah.
It
And
was
that is
hard for
something
me
again
first
people.
time
Yeah.
doing comedy and all.
And super hit. So every time you have this thing to do something new, I think it works because you believe in the project, so that is great.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. So what I think by now people know the Mahabharatam angle, Mahabharatam connect,
Yeah.
and like, and whenever we talk also, we just talk so much. So are you excited for people to see the konchame undanukondi, but like about whatever about the Mahabharata, and what is your favorite character, for example, in the Mahabharata there?
Yeah, I like a lot of characters. We have few in
Yeah.
film, and
Ashwadhama
I would.
Gurinchi, did you know before?
Yeah, Ashwadhama is like my cousins, my Manaldo and all. They started reading about Ashwadhama after the first trailer. The first
The character
Amitabh
introduction.
Bachchan character intro. So it's very interesting. Like people now, for me, I had Ramuti sir. We tried to avoid maths, so he used to tell us about Mahabharata. So I know a few. Mahabharata is very hard, like it's very big to know, but I know some parts. But today, the kids, when they're trying to, after that, Amitabh sir first character introduction, so they start reading about Ashwadhama and all, and they're like super excited, and they're like saying, "Wow, Ashwadhama is so powerful and all." True, people could
Wow.
go back to Mahabharata, and a lot of characters you have in part one and part two. So they're going to go back and try to know about Mahabharata or characters or something. That's very nice thing, important thing you did.
Yeah. I think that it'll be fun, basically, just to see more people reading up about our mythology.
Yeah.
And very, yeah. So, and yeah, basically, that's where we're at after 3 years or 3.5 years. we are we are finishing. We're finishing this.
Yeah.
Miku, are you excited? I mean, you've seen some parts and all. What do you think people will love the most?
It's very hard to say. You gave like all four characters extraordinary
Yeah.
backstories and very deep soul. I think it's a very. I think they'll feel it's different
Yeah.
and commercial and classic feel. Maybe hope so. So
Yeah.
let's wait and see till
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Can see 12 hours to go, I think.
Yeah,
In 12 hours, yeah. Yeah. I'm just hoping that yeah, kids will enjoy it. I mean, people will come and they'll just see that, it's
yeah. Kids will love this film. I feel.
I think so. Like just even the action, like it's not about like like bloody, angry, that kind of. It's just fun action. I like fun.
There is
I
there's
think. Yeah.
there's a lot of